Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to SylverCraft. I'm Sylver. I'm going to be your host today, and we're here. You may be wondering where here is, aside from a mine, obviously. This side over here, that's going to be for the, we're strip mining there. We're going to save this side for the beacon mine. But you may be wondering where we're at. We just trekked all the way across the world. We are here to try and tell a story through Minecraft, to use Minecraft to its fullest potential to tell it, to build a world and tell a story. And you will see where we're at as we pop out of this mine. I've spent some time off camera. I ran across the world about 12,000 blocks, and this is going to be our first little starter area, the first area where we're telling part of the story. And yeah, we're going to be building the tree of creation here, and not only telling the story, but getting the first little city in our world set up here. And I'm really excited. So I want to give you a little update on what we've done. So I trekked across the world, and I haven't even actually explored this whole island yet. I literally have just been trying to gather a whole bunch of resources so that when it came time to start recording again, we could be ready to just build some stuff. And I got more than I planned on, because I got a little sick over the weekend, which left me sitting on the couch doing nothing. So I went and did a whole bunch more mining, and I'll show you what we got along the way. As we ran across the world, we managed to get a few other resources. I tried to get as many saplings as I could, and I think we might be still missing one. I'll have to look in a little bit. Let's see, what do we have in here? Do we have acacia? Oh, we do have acacia. Okay, so we've got that, and I've cut this down to be used for projects. And then over here, we got a lot more out of running across the world than I was expecting. I blocked myself in here because I was going AFK just for a little bit, and I didn't want to quit. And I came out, and were all these guys, and there was another wandering trader with 2 other llamas, and he's actually just up on that hill right now. So that's funny. We ran through a village. I haven't actually used most of this. I did grab this. This is going to be really useful. I wanted a stone cutter. What I was also hoping to grab was a blast furnace, which we didn't find. So I didn't fully raid the villages. I just kind of, oh, here, look in this door, look in that door, grab a couple things and move on. And so let's see what we have. This is kind of our precious resources chest. You can see, you know, we're all equipped with iron armor. Wait, we've gotten rid of our iron armor. We're all equipped with diamond, and we've got plenty of stacks of stuff. It was a really fruitful mining session. And then we've got just a bunch of other extra stuff. I just crafted this up for some of the building I want to do today. And yeah, I took one extra trip out across the world as I was running, and managed to just go and grab some extra things. I guess that's where a lot of these dyes came from, because I don't have a ton of dyes. Or where are they? Flowers. There we go. We've got some flowers here. We've got some flowers over there. I just wanted to make sure that we had enough to dye a few basic things. We'll eventually get all of that set up a little bit better. So that's where we're at. I ran over here. We parked here. I threw down some stuff, and I've just kind of explored this area right here, but I've been focusing on mining and cutting up some trees. I will show you what I think is fun about this, is that this right here is Mushroom Island, but if we turn on the debug screen, as we come out here, you'll see right around here we turn into a lukewarm ocean, which means we're getting mob spawns here. Ooh, oh, can I get your thing? Can I get your thing without dying? It can't be. It can't be. It can't be. Come on, come on. Oh, did I get one? Yes. Oh, in the server that I filmed that very first video on, I've been killing them like crazy and still can't get a trident. So we're gonna come put this trident over in our precious things chest. And anyway, so yeah, we're getting mob spawns in here. So no, I was first excited about that because, I mean, that's inside the Mushroom Island area. We could really easily make this. I think we're going to just put a mob spawner here of some sort or another. And then I was even more excited because I mean I'm not a mushroom island expert over here, so I was exploring a couple of these little caves right over here that we have, and I found I haven't done all of them on the island because I haven't explored the whole island yet. But I did come over here and there was one, and I saw something that I didn't even know that this could happen. I didn't know you could get one of these, and it's both exciting and disappointing. So if we come right up here, right around this corner, yep, yep. I didn't know you could get spawners. We're still, check this out. We're still in the mushroom fields. Like nothing can spawn around here except for whatever comes out of this spawner. So I didn't know you could get spawners. Now it's a little disappointing because it is a zombie spawner, and I don't usually use zombie spawners for much. So, but I figure super quick early XP farm, and I don't know, maybe if we wanted to try and get a little extra iron or something out of it, since they drop occasional ingots, but I don't even know if that's worth it. We'll set up an actual iron farm in the not too distant future, but that's cool because I didn't know those. I didn't know that we still got spawners spawning in the Mushroom Island. So that gets you pretty much up to date with everything that's happened. A whole lot of digging and a whole lot of cutting down trees. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. I think that what I need to do now is we're going to build a few of our early, farms and such things today. So I think I need to maybe get some maps made and do a quick exploration of this island. And then I'm gonna probably throw down a couple plots where I want to put the first two things as we start to get an idea of how big this island is and where we're gonna put stuff. So give me a little bit to do some. All right, well, I ran out of paper, planted the little sugar cane I had left back there, but this is what we got. This is what we got to work with, and that's most of the island. So what you can't say, I don't mind some hills, but I think that off camera I'm going to end up pulling down some of the big bumps out here. If we run over here, we can see from about the center of the island, which is where we're going to put this tree of creation. We're not building that today. That's going to be a slightly larger project. We'll get to that in the near future. All right, so eventually, not today, but use your magic eye. That's what teachers when I was a kid would say. You use your imagination. That's what I'm thinking. There we go. And just see this with me. We're gonna lower all these tall hilltops down just a bit, and then this right here, right around here, is going to be our big kind of mega tree that's the center of this whole build. And it's going to go up there and have branches spread out, kind of like trees do. So I'm trying to get my head around the island just a little bit, and I'm thinking we're going to put docks over here. And looking at it, I think that over on the other side of this is where I'm going to put my little lab. So I want to get some basic farms done. I'm going to go make a cow farm or a mushroom farm just because I keep going around killing them and I'm running out. I need some food here. So we're going to get that going, and I'm going to build an AFK fish farm. I'm going to build the basics of the farms off camera because those are simple farms that most people know how to build. I can put links down in the description to whichever ones I decide to build. But yeah, I'm going to get that done, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do some of the actual building of the structures around them together, which makes me nervous because I have a rule about building that's always experiment first, then fix. And so pretty much everything that I build, well, I try something completely new, and sometimes it doesn't work. And I let it sit for 2 days, and I come back and have to fix it. Sometimes it works great. We'll see what happens, and I'm excited because the kind of what we're going for in this area is a the fantasy kind of natural look for the buildings, but we also I want to make it a little bit more modern. So we're going for fantasy, but we're going to be pulling out a little bit of, with fantasy we quite often use things like lots of stone bricks and lots of wood. We'll keep those types of materials, but we're going to add in some colored concrete as well, which I'm not completely sure how to build. I've got some ideas. Like I said, it'll be an experiment. So let me get to find a spot to put those farms down. Our cow farm and our AFK fish farm. I'll put them down. We'll do a real quick glance at them just so you can see which ones I built, and yeah, and then we'll get to actually building these structures together. All right, guys, let's take a look at the map. You can see I've kind of filled it out a little bit more, and we are going to be building right around here. So for a minute I considered making this the full port, but it just doesn't feel quite right. And to be honest, up here is a much better port. It's we'll have some walls coming out of it, but it's a much steeper drop off into the ocean, and the land is higher up to make it so that we can build a dock that's a little more realistic. Down here, we're just going to turn it into kind of like the village fishing type of area. So if we come over here, oh, hello. You must have wandered up as I was leaving. You can see I've started to outline the where the edge of the little dock area will be, and we'll put out some little fishing boats here and things like that. This is our little AFK fishing farm, and I don't know who originally made this design. There have been a couple versions of it over the past, 1.12 maybe is when I first came around, and so I'll find a tutorial for it if you want to build it, and put the link down below. Oh, he just drank a potion of invisibility because it's becoming nighttime. You're on a mushroom island, sir. You shouldn't have to worry. And then over here, this is for our cow farm. We will get a much better wheat farm that won't stay. But over here we built a cow farm, and this is acting a little odd actually. So maybe it's just because I'm not used to farming mushrooms. So we dispense the water, and I've rebuilt this with the different variations, fence posts at different heights, cobblestone walls, etc. And we're just not getting the normal bouncing that we get. Now, I just fed these guys. I'm actually surprised they're still eating. That being said, we still seem to be able to feed them, and so it'll work for now. And so, yeah, it took forever to get just 2 cows in each of these holes, but they're in there, and yeah, we're going to keep coming over, harvesting the wheat and getting this filled up, and pretty soon we should be getting drops down there. So that's, and you can see I started to outline this little dock area as well right here. What I want to do is I want to build the structures around these, and I have a couple ideas for this, but I'm not quite as certain, so I think we're going to start over here. And I've got a much clearer idea of at least what I want to try over here. So let me gather up some resources. Let me put a build chest out over here and get some things together. And we'll come over and start looking at building this. Alright, so we grabbed a few things. I've got a little bit more smooth stone cooking up. And I think we're going to start by drawing out just a base with the, we'll use a mix of polished and smooth andesite. Well, we can add some block variation in as we go. I want to make sure, let's mark a couple things. So, I'm going to stand here and fish. I'm going to have it drop down into a dispenser because I don't want the collection underneath. I want the collection in the upstairs to this building. So we're going to shoot it over in a water stream and probably just keep it in a water stream. We'll say it comes up right here once we get to the nether with soul sand. So soul sand will shoot it up to the next floor, and then we'll have that deliver into a chest system. And I'm going to want stairs. Probably we'll say it's at least... this whole area is going to be stairs, probably up to here. So that gives us a little bit of space to know what we're dealing with. Let's start our outer wall probably out here then. So, want some spruce. Let's find a corner off of this one right here. We'll say, yeah. No, it's a little bit wider than I want. Can I help you? Right here, friend. Look right here. No, don't. What? What? Oh, rude. Okay, okay. I was gonna tell him all about the mob farm we're gonna build right over there, but he's not interested in it. Let's do this. Let's do. Let's try it. Let's see what happens if that can look good. That gives us some room for some detail. I like to do lots of little experimenting as I'm building to see if things are actually going to work before I do a whole lot of building and having to tear a lot down. Could do something like, you really do need my attention, except when I talk about my mob farm. Have that on the sides. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's bring that over. Let's bring it over. Where's my andesite? There we go. We'll say that we've got a door right here, so let's just mark that and say, wow, wow. You know what? I wonder if I name tag you and trap you if you'll stick around. Do wandering traders despawn? Does anybody do out, since he won't leave us alone, and he has nothing to do with the story we're telling, so his name doesn't matter. I'm gonna call him Annoying Thomas. Oh, and he's now invisible. Okay, okay. I see how you like to play it, sir. I'm waiting for you. I'm gonna keep this in this inventory slot. This back down. Still just marking out a base right here. Alright, so I just cleaned up some of the blocks right around there, the stuff we had left underneath, and fixed this center thing. Not so sure about that back. Well, I mean, we're not going to see it from here. That'll be hidden. We just have to look at that from the outside. Some of this I really like. I'm wondering if this is actually just slightly large for what we're trying to do, because we're doing a bit of a fantasy build. We're going to actually make it a little larger as it goes up. I have to think about this. I do like these corners, though. I might just... This is where I start getting nervous, because I've never done this type of building with something like blue concrete, and we're actually going to hide a bunch of it on this. This is more kind of the... I don't know. This is going to be a lot more stone on this layer, but we are going to start introducing it here just a little bit, I think, in the corners. I think. Anyways, so what I was saying is I use the blue glass a lot. The variations on blue glass, and I use the cyan, the light blue, and just this. What am I doing? And just the like regular kind of lapis color blue glass. And I like to do it with modern builds, but not too long back I tried it with kind of a more medieval build, and the blue glass looked fantastic with these dark browns. We can do something with this. Let's get some more layers, some more depth in some of this. I gotta figure out. I don't think I want to do the walls full blue here yet. I think we're gonna switch over to just regular andesite, and we'll do polished andesite. We're gonna cover a bunch of this up with extra layers of stuff, so don't worry. This is just kind of the background for the moment. Let's leave a window there. I think I'm just kerfluffing about, can't figure out what I'm about. Have I ever told you guys that I'm a musician? There, now I've made you some of my beautiful music. You know, I might just pull this out. Because this already looks like it's getting a little bit bigger than I wanted the base, the foundation of this to be. I'm kind of liking the look. I kind of like what we have going. I think once we add the proper level of detail and stuff, this has got some promise to it. but I think I'm going to pull this in, which I normally wouldn't want to do because that makes this just a box, but the levels above it, it's going to have 2 levels above it, they're both going to add quite a bit of detail. So let me fix this. Alright guys, we are back, and that's starting to look more like what I want. Okay, let's fix this. Thank you. Got it right on the other side at least. Okay, so I'm thinking what we need to do here is we're gonna start by, hello. We're gonna start by pulling this out all around. This is gonna be how we start to build in the layers that add depth and texture for your eyes, to make your eyes happy, make it look good. We'll see. I'm hoping that we get just enough blue peeking through here to make it work. A little bit. Alright, so crafted up some dark oak fences. Oh, I'm liking that quite a bit better already. The cobblestone fences. And we can just keep them in here like we were doing. Let's put this in here. Boom, boom. Let's do... We're gonna need some lamps. Let's do this for now. We'll put, of course, something else under it all. And okay, I'm gonna put this around the outside while I think about the rest. I'll be right back. Alright, looking around, I like it. I think that what we see right here, it's okay, but over here you can see there's a little bit, it just gets a little flat right here. I'm considering putting slabs down here or something to make it a little wider, but actually what I want to try first is I want to try buttons. Let me grab some buttons. Let's put some buttons on this and see what it looks like, just to add that extra little detail there. Yeah, I think I like the spruce better. Okay, I'm going to put the spruce buttons around. I'm going to mark out the basic shape we want, and then we're going to come back in with things like stairs and stuff to fill it in better. This probably... Okay, so it's going to come out by 1, and then the next 2 levels, I think it'll come out by 1, and then 1 more. Alright, I've put together a few things, and... So let's pop up here, and I want to just try a few ideas. So I think I want to take this in every other one. So we're going to come like this. Boom, and boom, and this. An odd bit wide, but that doesn't bother me as much as I think it bothers some people. I don't mind making things too wide. It can be a pain sometimes, but, you know, that's fine. It just gives you a different kind of design process, so to speak. And there we go. So what I want to do is start pulling some of these out. I wonder if we just do this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's try it, and then let's try throwing our stairs where these things are at. See if we can attach them here. And this is the point in time where I kind of apologize and say, you know, I'm always experimenting, and so if I don't know exactly what I'm doing sometimes, it's because, well, I'm figuring it out. I kind of like... Alright, yeah, that's starting to look like something. It's going to be... I mean, it looks a little odd right now because it's not filled in and the rest of the building isn't there and, you know, whatnot. But this is getting to be just a bit repetitive. Want to play with just a little bit more. Oh, that does add, that adds enough shape and texture there that I think that'll work. And pull this out of here because it keeps bothering me as I look at it. I just want to be able to see it. Putting that there. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let's try this. Do these hang on that? They do. Okay, so there. That's where those are gonna go. And let me do this. Let's grab these. Yep, I think that is going to be the design we use on the outside. We need to work a little bit on what is going to come out of these corners. So this right here will be this. Let me go cook up some stuff, and I will put up the rest of these walls. And then I'm gonna go take a little off-camera break because my son he's needing my attention. And when I get back, we're gonna build out the next level of this, and I think we'll get this build finished by the end of this by the end of this episode. All right, guys, we are back, and for me on the other side of the screen, it's actually the next day, and so I did a little bit here, as you can see on the inside. This is not the final design. I've just been playing with stuff a little bit. And I want to show you what I've done to the outside. Now, it's not done yet, but the second level is decently finished. I was going to do more of this on camera, but my son was having a rough night, and so I ended up not being able to record. Excuse me. So I ended up not being able to record. And so this is what we've gotten done, and it's turning out all right. I like it. So level 2, this is the storage area. Let's run up here just a little bit, and oh, I'm missing. There's supposed to be fence posts right here. You can see them. See them right over there. Okay, well that's fine. I'll get those in. But you can see, like, so what I'm going for is at the bottom. I've kind of got this vision of like gray and, like, you know, stone, wood, and just a tiny bit of blue peeking through. And then up here we've got more of the blue and the brown coming in. And at the top, I want to phase the stone out mostly, so there's still going to be some to make it, you know, to make it look good. But it'll be more wood and concrete. And as you can see, we started with a square down here, and we're kind of morphing it into a circle up here. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. But today we're going to be doing a little bit more building on camera, which I'll be honest. That's one of the things I'm terrified of. I don't think I'm gonna be good at building on camera, so you'll just have to put up with me for a minute. But I'll do my best. I figure one of my philosophies in life is that if you really want to be good at something, then, well, you have to be willing to be bad at it first. You got to go through the learning curve, you know? So I want to be good at building on camera. So we're going to do some building on camera, and I'll start getting better at it. I figure, you know, I've got some time to learn. It takes a while to play Minecraft and to build a world. And because we have brown glass up here, I put down our cocoa beans, cut down a tree, put down some cocoa beans, and that way we can keep dyeing stuff brown. And this staircase is in the wrong place, and there's all sorts of things to work on here, so don't worry about it. But yeah, you can see that as we get to this, we've got a bit more open space, and what we're going to be on the top is, on the top it'll still look, I think, a little bit more fantasy on the outside, but on the inside I'd like to have an almost modern feel. And so what we've got down here is this is going to be the fishing farm, and I'm probably going to put a small storefront here, and then up here is where all the supplies are kept. Then the next floor up is where eventually the master fisherman, the guy who kind of runs all the stuff on the docks, he kind of is the person who's been elected and is responsible to make sure that that everybody's following the rules and stuff, and they all work together properly. You know, he's gonna live up here. Alright guys, I'm ready. I've got some stuff together, so I think we're gonna do some on-camera building. If I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. I am liking the inside of this. I think it'll be, I mean, I've got some ideas. Obviously there isn't much here yet. We'll do the interior in a different episode. I may actually do the interior after we build one or two small other things. Like, I kind of want our sugarcane farm. I tend to run a lot of my redstone off of my sugarcane farms. It acts as a really good clock. So everything in the surrounding area harvests. So I want to get that done. Plus that'll let us get extra books for the story we're telling, get bookcases, all that type of stuff. So there, we might do some of that. let's start here. So I know that on these, I think I know. I say I know, and then we try stuff, and quite often it changes. What I think I want is something like this. We're going to mainly work this out on the front face right now, and then we'll adapt it to the other side. So let's grab that. Let's put that out of the way and just get this here. Go up one, and I think this is just going to go down there. We had 3 levels. I think that this here is just going to go out 2. That's about as big of as I want this building to get. And it's still, I mean, once we take all this stuff, we do the outside and do it to the inside, it still isn't quite going to be quite as big as it looks. So one of the big lessons I've learned in Minecraft is that if I really want things to match my vision, I have to build it 2 or 3 times larger than I initially plan. So let's do that, and let's throw some of this up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's hard to build without ender pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we'll get that taken care of soon, one thing at a time. Let's get this fish farm functional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, let's hop down. Let's hop down and look at that real quick. Give it a quick look, see, make sure that that'll work. Then we'll start working on what comes next to it. Yep, that's about what I want, I think. So everything's in my way. All right, okay. If I do a lot of step forward, step back, step forward, step back, that's just kind of how I play. Okay, yeah, so let's fill out this space, and then we'll fill in the blue concrete up above. Yeah, now, so let's put this, let's do this, see if this will work. That there, and right. Sure, right in the middle, right there. Not sure if that's what I want here. I'll think of, well, let's leave it there for now. Let's leave it there since I don't have a better idea. Let's just make these like that, and then I want, okay, where's my, see, this is why I'm nervous. I'm just sitting here like mumbling to myself. I'll get better at it. That's okay. Is that the right spot? That's not the right spot. I want you there. Let's break you. Alright, and the same thing on this side. Get out of the way so we can do the same thing on that side. There, and there. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking like something. I think that in those spots up there, we need to put maybe a stair underneath there, and then the chiseled stone brick in that hole right there. Maybe let's go try a couple things. Let's come up and down. So this is me playing Minecraft, up and down and back and forth. Look at it, try something. Look at it, try something. Okay, knock this out. I want to put, wait, put you there. Put, oh my gosh, this back. I don't even know why I have torches on my person right now. And then this, oh, maybe this goes here. Let's try that. Let's try these here. Let's do it on this side as well. Knock you out, put you there, put you there, and run back down. Yep. Okay, all right, let's put some concrete here, and then let's come figure out this corner so we can replicate it on the sides. That way, you know, I used to hate building out the facade first. Like, it just was like, for some reason, or building out one side first, I wanted it all to go up at the same time. And now I've learned that if I put it all up at the same time and don't like it, I have to go take it all back down. So we don't do it like that anymore. Now we go ahead and build the facade, and it works much better. Makes it much easier to finagle with, to try different things. Finagle. That's a word my parents use a lot. If you don't know it, I think it's German? Yeah, probably German. That would be my parents. They both like speaking German quite a bit. They speak other languages as well, but pretty sure Finagle is German. Now, I want big open bay windows. That's going to happen, I think, over on the... I have to think about this. What happens if we do this? What happens if we just do that, kind of like we have down below, and then put in some brown glass? Let's see it. It's not quite as open as I had first thought these would be, but we're going to have other areas that we get to put windows in too. So let's look at it from the front, and if we need to change it, we'll change it. Actually, let's look at it from inside too. Let's just hop down here. But kind of a little patio thing on top that I have a vision of in my head. I don't want it to get much taller than that. I actually kind of like that on the top, though. It's not what I had originally envisioned, but I can see that going around. So what I'm thinking is, originally I planned for these to be big bay windows. Oh, that's what it is. I put in this right here. So we can pull that out, and if that's the case, we would end up with a big bay window there. We may try it just to see what it looks like. The other, I do kind of like it. It's not quite what I had wanted. Ooh, hard to say. You know what? I don't know if what I had wanted would even work. So let's go pull it out and put in... I mean, it doesn't take a lot of change to pull out that one log and put in the bay window. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. And if this looks better, then that's okay. We can keep this instead. Go around. I'm pretty bad at Minecraft. Here we go. Let's pull these out, this out. These corners, pull it all out. Where's my axe? Don't need you. There we go. Knock it down, and let's get rid of that. Sure, let's try that for now. Put something else here as well, just to... I don't know. We'll think about that after, because we don't know if we're even going to keep this. And I don't have silk touch, so any glass we put in here, we'll just end up losing. That's life. That's life early game. Once we're a little farther in, we won't even worry about it. So let's see, how does this look? This is closer to what my original thought was. Ooh, I do kind of like it. That's kind of what I was going for, exactly what I was thinking with medieval, but kind of a very slight modern touch to it. Yeah, I think we're going to keep that. And I don't know what else. We might keep it a little bit more bare like that with just this little bit. Well, let's build out the other sides so we see where we're at, and then we'll be able to design these corners a little bit better. So this is an extra block wide over this, so slightly different pattern, but same basic thing. So now we're gonna come over here and start working on this area, and I've got some ideas. So let's hop up and head over to this corner. Pearl. I need ender pearls. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not quite what I wanted. Hold on, I have to think about that. No, I don't like it. Dang it, I was excited too. So what I'm realizing looking at this is that instead of the walls going in, they're probably going to need to come out first, and then we'll present the glass here. So we might do some stone on the sides. I think I'm going to leave the spruce where it is. I'm going to go tear out some of this. Sorry, glass, you're going to be destroyed. And yeah, I'll come back in a minute. And this is just what it is. We try something, and it's whoa, there's a cave here. It's a good thing that we had we tried one corner. Let me look at it from up here too, just to double check. I mean, it's not terrible. It's kind of, I like it from this side. I think it's just the side when we're looking at it from the corner that I'm not as big of a fan of it. Yeah, we need to take that out. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes after I've taken out a little bit here. Dude, I'm gonna have to take a break here in a few minutes. I bribed my son with taking a nap that if he took a nap when he got up, Dad would stop and play whatever he wanted to play. And he really needed a nap, and now he's up, and my wife is also taking a nap. She's pregnant. She gets it. She needs it. but that means he's up and he's being very good waiting for me. But you know, you can't leave a little boy who's been good waiting too long. He needs some daddy time. Let's jump down here and go look at this. I wanted to do some more decorating from the outside, but I want to get this shape right because the window's more important. We can go add the decorations with some scaffolding in just a minute. That is closer to what I wanted. Okay, let me get a slight there, and let's go down and look at it. And if it works, then I'm gonna shut off the camera and go play with my son. And when I get back, I will put in the corners. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, I love it when you've been trying, you got a vision, you've been trying, you're playing around, and you look at it, you're like, yep, that's what I wanted. I like it. I'm sure there will be little things anytime I build something. There will be little things like I'm not certain. Ouch, ouch. I'm not certain about these slabs. You know, so I might. It almost feels like it needs a little more depth added to it. But that might change when we add in the roof, which is going to stick out just a little bit extra as well. Let's look at this from the inside. And I'm excited. I think that we've gotten the majority of the outside of this building together. So, and it's starting to look like what I was wanting, what I was hoping for. I still see little areas that will probably come back and tweak. I never tend to finish a build in one day. I tend to look at it and go, okay, well, that looks good. I like it right now. Let's think about it for 2 days or a week or whenever, and we'll come back and we'll fix anything I don't like then. But this is about what we're going for. This is what the rest is going to look like. So my son has been very patient, and I really do owe him a few minutes, and he's been very good. So I am gonna end this clip. Gonna go hang out with my son for a while, and then when I'm done, I will pop back over and I will install the other 4 corners. And when I come back, we'll be working on the roof. All right, guys, we are back, and oh, isn't it beautiful? Look at all the building I've done. This was an AFK spot that I just kind of threw together with what I had in my inventory. Where are you going? Are you're gonna live in there? Oh, you're leaving. You're leaving. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at what we've done. Yeah, I am liking it. This is looking about like I had imagined. I thought that it might be slightly taller, but the more I've been building it, the more I don't want to make it much taller. So we are going to go ahead and throw a roof on. The roof isn't going to be anything terribly fantastic, so I'm probably not going to show me building it because for now I'm just going to do mainly a half slab roof, and we'll come back and we're going to do some work on it when we actually build out the roof and do the inside, because I have some ideas for what I want to put on top of it, but I don't think we have the time to do that today. So let me get the roof on, and we'll take one more tour around this thing, one more look around this on the outside at least. And yeah, I think we're getting there. I need to make sure that I haven't like missed anything through here, but I'm excited. I'm liking the way this build is coming together, and I think that if this is kind of where we get some of the template for this area, that this whole little city here is going to be cool looking. All right, I'll be right back. I'm a little nervous. I'm actually not too nervous because I know I like the rest of the building, and I know I'm going to come back and work on this roof. So let's look. Yeah, I like it. I like it. That's a good start. There'll be some things that I change when I go back to finish it off, but I like it. So we've got the outside of our build essentially done now. We will play with the roof a little bit more, but sure, let's swim out here. Swim out here and look at this. Yeah, I like this, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. There are a few little things that I might come back and change at some point in time, but I think that this is a pretty good start to this area. Let's come inside. I'll show you what we don't have done yet, but kind of where we're going. So this is going to be little entrance. I think we'll put the entrance to the dock on that side. And what I'm thinking about doing is I've been trying to think of what I can do to kind of hide this, make it part of the build. And I'm thinking of playing with making this notebook block, like if we put a little customer service counter back over here, and we put a villager back here, we might be able to hide this kind of right over here as a table. You know, put a little chair here facing in. Don't get caught. Or something like that. And then if we put one or two more chairs around here, then we could have you come in. Well, this is not where the stairs will be. I think they'll be along the back. There would be a customer service area, an exit right there to the docks, then a couple of places to stop and eat your fish if you stop to buy fish here and wanted to eat them, and that would include this. So I don't know. We'll play with it. We'll see what we can do. I'd like to try and incorporate it as much as I can, at least, into the build. And so right now, the ceiling is really pretty basic. It will be changed both on the inside and on the outside. But aside from that, this right here is looking pretty good. So the items will be coming up right over here, and that means I think that we'll have like this half be the sorting system for the fish farm. And then this half will be kind of blocked off. We'll put a wall down here or something. And this is where like the living space will start. We'd put another, maybe right here, we could put another staircase up to put some bedrooms and maybe a storage room for me up there temporarily while I'm going to be living here for a little while, I think. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to focus too much on it. I may move into the space just because I'm tired of having my stuff sitting in chests down there. I don't think we have all the resources yet that I need for what I want to do up here. And we most certainly don't have all the resources for decorating in here. So I think that we're probably going to stop about now on this space. Just we got the outside done about using this. We won't be just having this style where it kind of comes out from the bottom, but we will be using this a bunch. Is that the road is going to come right through right here. And so we'll get these buildings that kind of loom over. Excuse me. What I was saying is we'll get a number of these buildings that loom over us, and that'll be really cool just for being immersed in the city. It'll also help us as we're going to have things in the distance. We're going to have the tree. We're going to have some other structures. And so that perspective of having things far away, somewhat near, and then this looming over us will really make the space feel kind of... You enjoyed today's... Oh, there's my back. If you enjoyed today's episode, then, well, let me start off by saying thank you so much for sticking around and watching it. Like, that really makes, it makes my day that other people can enjoy some of what I'm making. But if you enjoyed it, then one of the best things you can do if you've gotten this far into the episode is stop and leave a like. Maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Sylver, and I will be back with another episode in 2 days. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye. For those of you wondering, quick update. I know I just ended. If you're wondering why there's no story today, well, I made sure to grab some extra books. I made sure to grab some extra ink sacks. I completely forgot feathers, so there is something in real life written that was going to go as kind of today's little story segment at the beginning, and while we're away, I will run out into the world and I will go find some feathers so that we can keep telling the story. I haven't forgotten. I'm excited to do it. It's just I do it at the end of the episode, and yeah, so I just went to find the stuff to make it, and I don't have feathers. I'm so sorry, and I'm out of recording time, or I would run and get them today. I will go find some chickens. I will hit those chickens, and then I'll write the books for future episodes. So, if you're